Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields, the greatest woman fighter of all time, or so she says. Hard to argue when you look at her decorated career. Katie Taylor, one of the best to ever do it, fighting out of Ireland.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And now for the official introductions, we turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Rennan Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2-time gold medalist from Flint, Michigan, a 3-weight division world champion, and an undisputed women's 154-pound champion of the world, Claressa Shields. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now, from Bray, Ireland, here is a 2-division undisputed champion of the world, introducing Katie Taylor.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight.
Good luck.
Here we go for round 1. This fight has a real good flow to it. Good right hook. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
On the button with that right hand. By the way, whoa, wait a minute! Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt! And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for... Hold that thought! The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good work. Don't forget that jab.
And there's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Right hook it. Did you see that? Claressa Shields is in trouble. How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
It's a very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter. She just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something to turn this thing around.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Good work. I don't want you to load up.
You're much better. She's not in your league.
Her out. She is absolutely shattered. She's hurt. She's ready to go.
And put it back on her this round. You're starting to make mistakes.
The bell rings and we start the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Tried to score with a jab. Nice counter shot by her. Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Can't score with that right uppercut. It's all offense all the time. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. It has not been going well for her, and you can see the corner is starting to get a little more animated. There's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Caution being thrown to the wind. They got out of the way of that right hook. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked down? Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Back into the fight that round. That's her round. I need.
That's it.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They're both trying for a knockout. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That hook was off target. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Down goes Claressa Shields. She's absolutely done her in there with the headshot. Cue up the replay machine.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
Let's talk about Shields in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
To win this round.
Great round. Great round. Right, now relax. Relax.
I need you to switch back on.
Start sticking a few body.
This is the beginning of round 6. So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you got to believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is going to swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Take her out.
Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep...
To be finished, but you've got to be smart, otherwise she'll see it.
There's the bell to start round 7. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Failing to score with that right hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
She blocks the jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round. Round 8, and we're off again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Some fighters, they think, you know what? My chin's so hard, it's like granite. She thinks her chin is like granite. Some people's are like glass. So she needs to be careful because granite can turn to glass with just one more shot, one more. And then it's a mental thing more than anything else.
They block that jab. Just missed with that hook. Good counter punch. Misses with that uppercut. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That jab misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.